Hello Runescape, Wilmist here with the new video, and how is everyone doing? Throughout the 15 years of the game, we've seen some incredible achievements and deeds created by the players, which through the time resulted in changing how the game works, making it what we know today. With this in mind, I have collected a list of 10 players who changed RuneScape. Let's get started. Starting off with our first game changer, Blue Rose 13X. Back in 2001, the adamant armor was the best in the game. This was also the best armor you could create using smithing. However, Blue Rose was the first player to reach the top levels of smithing, a level that at the time had nothing to it. Because of Blue Rose's achievement, the Gower brothers felt it was needed to create high-level items for smithing, resulting in what became the rune armor. When it was released, Blue Rose was the only player who could make the rune armor, controlling the economy by putting her own price tags on the items just like she desired. Being the one responsible for the creation of the top-tier basic armor of RuneScape, Blue Rose does deserve her mention on the list. Number 2. Merovingian. Though it's not changed the game directly, he's made sure it's been easier for the players. Being the creator of the massively popular fan site, the RuneScape Wiki, Merovingian has been able to feed the tiniest bit of information to the players on a larger and easier scale than any other fan site managed to do. Though yes, it hasn't changed the game directly, it sure has changed the game experience for hundreds of thousands of players. Number 3. Castle Wars. In 2011, before the release of the Completionist Cape, Jagex had a post on the high-level forums collecting suggestions for what should be required to claim the different stages of the Completionist Capes in the game. Castle Wars, being as accomplished as he is, listed up his own achievements and thus forming the majority of the Cape's requirements. After the Cape release, he managed to get the Cape within the first 20 minutes. The point is, the true completionist was in theory based on Castle Wars and his achievements, giving him the credit for creating the requirements for what is considered the highest level of achievement in RuneScape. Number 4. Wook 16. Being known as one of the best PvMers in the game, Wook's impressive boss kills have been seen by thousands of people and have had their effects on the game. Though there have been minor changes, Wooks have proven flaws in the game's bosses, having Jagex buff them and change them in different ways to make what was supposed to be the hardest boss in the game become even harder than originally planned. In theory, the game's bosses have been tightened up based on Wooks' skills, creating harder challenges for the rest of the PvM community. Number 5. Zarfoot. Being one of the most popular players of his time before he quit the game in 2010, Zarfoot was known for being among the most efficient players of all time. Being considered the founder or the one who discovered the typical one-tick training, Zarfoot is the core of what has become some of today's most effective training methods for the most hardcore players in today's community. Number 6. Metal Maniac 9. Starting the game in December 2004, Metal Maniac 9 quickly rose to fame for what then was called a DEY account, short for Do It Yourself. Around that time, there was no other known players in that community, meaning that he was very likely the first and the only of his kind in RuneScape, which later on most likely inspired players like Bodhi and RuneShark to do the same challenge up until its massive popularity in 2014, creating what today has become the Iron Man mode. Creating a whole new version of the game, Metal Maniac in his way of playing the game created what's currently being enjoyed by thousands of players and millions of views in video entertainment in the Iron Man, Darkscape and Deadman modes. Number 7. Kiteneeks. Turning things over to the darker side of RuneScape, this guy is originally known for being behind the software that allowed 6 feet under to perform the infamous purple party hat duplication glitch, a major glitch that still affects the game economy today. Though that is not everything this software did. To perform the duplication, they used a self-made script called AutoRune, which at the time was considered impossible to create in the cheating community of the game at the time. This script became the first of its kind in RuneScape botting, and was the inspiration for several other illegal botting softwares that was made after it. These guys basically created botting, which over the years damaged the game in several ways, causing one of the largest issues any MMO is facing. Keep in mind everyone, botting is against the RuneScape rules, and doing so will most likely have your account locked. Just don't do it. Number 8. So Wrecked. In early 2013, a short time after the release of the EOC, Sorek used his YouTube channel to create a petition to add in the pre-EOC servers in the game. His videos and petition gained incredible support from thousands of players, which eventually catched on with Jagex and is what eventually opened the old school RuneScape servers. Old School today shares half of the popularity of the entire RuneScape player base and runs the monopoly of the RuneScape streaming and video making. With its insane popularity, it's weird to think that it never happened if Sorek didn't create this video back in January 2013. Number 9. Sumo. Getting the credit for creating the original fake high score screenshot of sailing, the theory of this new skill became insanely popular when it was shown in a video in June 2008. Being the best piece of trolling in this game's history, sailing is still today a widely used joke among the players and Jagex, and Credisumo's great paint skills is what inspired player-owned ports, the temporary sailing skill in Old School, and several other 1st of April jokes used by Jagex. Well done. Number 10. Jack Mob. The way villains become the hero, Jack Mob was originally known for being one of the creators of RS Buddy, a then widely used modding software. In 2011, Jack Mob attended RuneFest and invited himself into a meeting with the then CEO Mark Gerhardt, where Jack Mob was offered a job at Jagex. With his great skills and knowledge within the botting community, Jack Mob put incredible work into the anti-botting system Botwatch, almost wiping out botting from the game's servers for years, and even today, the Botwatch is not as effective as it once was. Botting is still suffering from the major fall it had after Jack Mob did his magic. And that includes a list of the 10 players who changed RuneScape. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate the thumbs up on the video. If you feel like you missed out something, please let me know in the comment section below. My name is Will Miss It, and I'll see you guys later.